2 pints, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt, over here.
Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. It's my treat.
That's pretty sick. He is one powerful dude. No wonder the dog and the cat told me not to cross his path. Not to, like, upset him.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
I've done all 3 tasks.
3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand.
I'm kinda used to the brand. I think it looks pretty cool.
That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
Oh. Oh, that's incredible.
The devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
Old Witcher's trick. I concentrate real hard, and I can control time and space.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Nothing, it's fine. Lilvani's temple.
Right, got it. Hold there. Your friend, the medic. She were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Alright.
Thanks.
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What is it? She's leaving.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but...
I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows it.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von Everick met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Oh no, I don't think I can get in then.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll
The
go
academy's
together.
closed.
Redanian guards all over the academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might
Oh,
run
true.
into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
How many friends do you have over there? I really like this gear. Like, it's very simple gear. But I just imagine that, like, Geralt would be able to move very swiftly with it on.
So how are things at the academy these days?
Reminds me a bit of, like,
I
Assassin
mean,
Brotherhood
is
gear.
it well guarded?
Might be all it
It's a
is.
floating thing there.
Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So
Where's that dude
Eastern
going?
Front, and then
Depends where they send me.
wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
It's cool that the academy has, like, its own little island. But it's been shut every time I've come over here. There's been guards outside of it.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
See?
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a
As soon as she
cripple
said
within
knee, I
3
was like,
days.
I really hope it was an arrow.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
They're gonna look at me.
But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
Okay, how do I get round there? Can I no step my way up there? I guess I'm going back out here. I'm kind of curious if this mission is going to add some extra context before we go meet the Man of Mirrors and Olgierd at the Temple of Lilvani. Maybe this mission's going to add a little bit extra. Because there's not really much reason for us to be doing this right now. We don't really need to learn more about him. Unless we're trying to... Unless like we're going to actually use that information against him or for him in the finale. Because I'm assuming we're at the end of the game. Like, at the end of the DLC, rather. Wow. Okay, sick. How's she supposed to get me in? Rope?
Geralt! Psst!
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Grab the line!
Dude, you can see me. Of course I'm here.
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters
There are
guard the
streets
wall.
in here.
Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
I think Geralt probably would go see her. Because, again, like I mentioned before, it seems like with our ending, Geralt's kind of sectioned himself off away from Yennefer for whatever reason. Or maybe their plans didn't go too, like, as planned, maybe? I don't know. I'm really hoping we see Yennefer in Blood and Wine. Pardon me. Because we did make plans together towards the end there. Oh. Whoa, God. The camera. Here we go. Just in case there's any threats in here.
Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
Up there. This is not what I thought the inside of the academy would look like. I wonder if they deliberately sectioned off the academy because they knew they were going to use it in a DLC. Oh dear. That's not ideal. The whole chuffing roof could come down. We're gonna demolish this poor dude's roof. Oh no. Where the hell is he?
Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Somehow looking at the lesser key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot.
Is he blind?
I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How do you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
No one sent me.
You lie. I may be blind, but I sense unclean powers better than anyone. Why do you think the witch hunters guard me like a treasure?
I'm a witcher.
A mutant? Yeah. Could be.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass.
Yeah.
In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else.
So ain't no genie.
Harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Essentially, Satan.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me, Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest
This is...
follows
I'm so
naturally.
glad that I came here, because this is
Olgierd
way
and
more
Odin.
fascinating.
A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. A pact signed in blood. And a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odin delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odin? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. Odin grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odin at his own game.
Meaning?
Odin wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
He stepped out of the circle and fucking died? Wow! That's insane! Taking that bitch's journal. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm getting, like, vibes that we've got to make a choice. We've got to pick a side. I feel like Gaunter O'Dim is an interesting character. I mean, he's not out to wrong Geralt, I don't think. I think he's just... He sees Geralt as a tool. And a tool that he can take advantage of and use, right? How do I get out of here? Oh, back up here. Okay. That's the general gist that I get, is that he sees Geralt as just a tool to get what he wants, because Olgierd, you know, isn't paying his debts, right? So but then, like, it's clear that basically Gaunter O'Dim is practically the devil. Which, and like, Geralt's a witcher, so he would go after Gaunter O'Dim and side with the human, but you also have to like look at fucking Olgierd. Is Olgierd just as bad as Gaunter O'Dim? Because look at the fucking creatures that he made for Iris. Like that caretaker, he clearly made that dude in like an unnatural way. Geralt didn't even know what the fuck it was. Like Olgierd's got some fucked up shit going on. So I don't know. I will probably, knowing me, just go with whichever option gives me the most money so that I can craft more gear. Whoever offers me cash, I will go with that person, presumably. Temple of Lilvani. We're gonna go there, so we're going to Todurus.
Steal much?
See any monsters, eh? Sort of which,
Oh no, did they obliterate this town?
Actually, I see a few monsters.
Where? Dremmy, damn it, dumber than a hunk of lard you are. He means us.
We're common folk. You're the mutant, the poxy freak. Get him, lads!
Get him, lads! Fucking get him! Da 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 da. There's a reason I'm called the Butcher of Blavicum, bitch. Wow. Oh my days, look, they just slaughtered this entire town. This is where I came to look for that dwarf dude's friend, right? The herbalist's friend?
Faster.
I think I came here anyway. Maybe I didn't. Maybe this is somewhere else. I can't remember. Probably was somewhere else, actually. Oh, let's just get out of here. So I went into town today because I always go into town. There's a action figure like market stall, I guess. He sells like graphic novels and really old retro action figures and things. And I go in every so often just to see if he's got any Marvel Legends that I want to pick up. And today he had tucked away a Witcher figure. And it didn't have the sword. If it had had the sword that came with it, I would have probably bought it. But it was like a loose, second-hand figure out of the box. And no sword, unfortunately. I was quite upset because I was like, oh, this is perfect. I want to get enough stuff to have like a little Witcher display in my flat. Oh, good grief. But I don't, it's going to be difficult because a lot of the stuff that they sell isn't great. Mostly like statue stuff, and I prefer figures because they're posable. You can change how they look. Oh, it's further down. We're going to go down this way. Oh, see, going for that visit has like really changed my ideology on this whole scenario. Oh, this looks like a boss battle fight as well. Like it looks like we're going to be having to pick a side and then taking out whoever's side we don't pick.
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
Wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
I do.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
Decided she'd treat you like you once treated her. The rose is a symbol of your parting, and a punishment.
I suppose I deserve that. Iris, what a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening?
Is he here?
As though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Did that wound from earlier just catch up with him?
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
Wow. His goblet of firing him is it was way in.
So glad to see everyone's made. How do you feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Or dim? What do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes,
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
He's clever. Really clever.
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat.
You just didn't clarify, pal. I'm not gonna get involved, I'm leaving it.
Your soul belongs to me.
Wow.
At last, it's over. We must meet again one day. Business with you is pure pleasure.
Gonna remove the brand?
Ah, right away. Done. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
Oh, I don't know. Make me rich! I really don't care what I have. I came here for the story. I already know what that one is. Because I've seen spoilers from Reddit. I already know that that's like a roach upgrade. I fucking hate that horse with a passion. I ain't touching that horse. So we ain't doing that. I don't care about that because it's pointless. Again, like... Which puts me down to don't want anything or make me rich. So...
I want to be rich.
Rich? Truly? For now. But, all right. I gave my word. You asked, you shall receive.
Look, pal, I've got things that need buying.
What now? Off to find
I've got stuff that's got to be paid for. 10 grand!
But I do know if I ever have trouble collecting a debt, I shall turn to a witcher.
If you've got 10 grand, hell yeah. Mate, I can make the rest of my mastercrafted gear. Wow, I love going through Dim. He might be my favourite character in the game. Wow. I feel like I should review this now and kind of talk about it for a second. Oh, we got a second set of credits. We don't want to be doing this. So, yeah, that was wild. What a story. That felt like, it kind of just felt like they'd straight up adapted like a Witcher book. Like the whole thing felt like chapters to a much larger story in a book. It was great. I really enjoyed it. There was some sections of it that I was not a big fan of, in terms of like the wedding went on for quite a long while, and like the build up to the heist, and then I like the Iris stuff, which I know I just basically listed everything there. But what I mean is, like, it all went on for a little bit too long. Like, having to do every single activity at the wedding, because it's ridiculous seeing Geralt do things like that, went on just a little bit too long for me. I could have done without it. And the Iris stuff, again, like, I didn't mind going around the house, fighting Caretaker, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't mind doing the painting stuff, but I wish it was either one or the other. Doing both was just a little bit too much. But overall, I really enjoyed the story being told, and that was the more important thing for me. I was, like, right off the bat, with the shipwreck, and the giant prince toad, and the man that can't die. It's pure fairy tale stuff, and I love that shit, and it was just really, really interesting. And the thing that always gets me with The Witcher, like, finishing the base game and now playing the DLC, is that CD Projekt Red go in so hard with the writing. And they did it with Cyberpunk. They are such great storytellers. And I'm so excited for the final expansion. I've also got some side missions. I don't know what I'm going to really do next. Like, instinctively, I want to go straight into doing Blood and Wine. But there are quite a lot of side missions that I've got to do as well. And I don't know whether or not they're going to be good. So I kind of want to do them on camera, just to see, so maybe we'll try and compact them down into a couple of episodes. I don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see in the next video. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.